Hey guys, it's Twiley X360, and I'm sorry that the 300 subscriber special is so late. I was legit just caught up in life things, and I was struggling to find an idea for the special. I cannot stress how underprepared I was. But yeah, still, that's something to celebrate. I have hit 300 subscribers a while back, actually. And I think I'm actually standing at 332 subscribers as of recording this video right now. And that is unbelievable to me. To think that 332 people are regularly tuning in to see my content. It's crazy to me. It's honestly getting me kind of nervous for HarmonyCon, to be honest. Maybe, yeah, it's because it's the first con I've attended in 5 to 6 years, but who knows how it'll turn out. And a lot of those subscribers is thanks to those MLP videos, especially that Misty trilogy. Whew, my reaction to how enthusiastic the response was, I am so glad that so many of you guys can relate to the character as much as you can relate to me, too. Like, I'm impressed. And to be honest, I might keep up this whole relating to MLP thing, at least for a while. Comment below if you guys want me to continue that route, because it's something that I can tell a lot of people appreciate. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do in the future, so just give me ideas if you have any. And with that being said, let's get to what you came here for. My office tour, even though it's technically my bedroom, too. So get ready. Alright, welcome. So, this is it. This is the office tour. Now, look at all of this. Well, room tour, basically. I wasn't able to get everything I wanted to into the video, but I needed to, film something, so I just didn't get it all in time. Anyway, yeah, over here we have a ton of retro, old players. You have a dual VHS and DVD player, a Betamax player, a Hi8 tape camera, mini DV camera, VHS rewinder, a Laserdisc player, and a CED player, which not a lot of people remember. It only lasted between 81 till 86. It's similar in size to Laserdisc, if you know what that is. I'll probably show what it can do a bit later, because it's just crazy. Over here, I have devices for restoring 8mm film or Super 8 film. Now, I have all of this here because, yeah, that's my side business. I work in transferring VHS and film to digital format. So, yeah, I get home movies and whatever movies from clients, and I either put it on here or, any one of these machines, really. And then I have a capture card back here. Yeah, buried in that mess of wires. I just transfer it onto the computer. Or if I need to, of course, I'll put it on DVD if I ever need to do that. But they usually just want flash drives. And speaking of DVDs, this is my DVD copy machine. It works really well in case I ever needed that. And this is an AT20 mic. I was recommended this mic by an inspiration of mine. This is a world clock, but it doesn't work yet. I don't have any batteries in it. But yeah, that's all the players and antiques I use over here, and I don't just collect them because, you know, like, I also use them to work. So that's interesting. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not working cross-country or even international yet, because, you know, people have a bit of a nervous wreck when they send their home movies and precious memories on, like, a plane and mail it to someone. And I can understand those concerns. So for right now, I'm just doing local, but I might expand in the future. Over here is a Singer 16 home projector, which uses 16mm film. And I have one for 8mm film. It's right down here, right next to the rest of my 16mm and 8mm film. And yeah, I haven't watched any of this in a really long time because, you know, how often are you going to watch film? And yeah, like, these are all VHS and stuff, like audio cassettes. This right here is what I use to restore audio cassette tapes. Yes, I restore those to digital as well. Along with this thing right here, which I use to scan slides and 35mm film. Yeah, really, that's all it is. I just put the stuff in the tray and I just take pictures of it with the machine. It's a pretty nifty little device. And this thing right here is what I use to scan photos and put them to digital. So yeah, I try doing quite a bit with this stuff. Yeah, and that's quite a few VHS tapes I have right there. Like, that's quite a bit. This right here is what I'm quite frankly most sentimental towards, the Disney VHS collection. Yeah, all of them are, you know, they're all in order, and it's crazy how I was able to get my hands on all of these. You know, not all of them could fit in the case, but I still love what I did with them. Oh yeah, I know a lot of the most hardcore Disney fans would absolutely adore this. So, as for other things I have, yeah, this is my CED and Laserdisc collection right here. And yeah, they're like vinyls, like they're like records. It's literally just a record with, you know, a movie on it. This right here is just a leather VHS case of The Godfather. And here are the CEDs. Yeah, so the CEDs are in these weird cases, while the Laserdisc are in, you know, like album artwork cases. So yeah, I don't know if you know what a Laserdisc looks like, but it looks like this. Like, see, it's like as big as my entire hand, and my God, that is some crazy light reflection going off of it there. I don't like directly touching these things, though, because they're pretty fragile. And yeah, I hope these make a comeback alongside the vinyl records, which have been coming back for a while. And there's no complicated hookup either. You just plug it into the TV with the composite cables. And yeah, you just put this big disc inside the tray like you would with any DVD. And there you go. And I keep hoping I don't scratch it because, well, I'm pretty sure you know what will happen if, you know, it gets scratched. There's also a bit of a problem with these. Okay, so Laserdisc had this weird problem of not having the entire movie on one side of the disc. So, like a record, halfway through the movie, you would have to flip the disc over and then put it back in the tray to watch the second half of the movie. So, it's no wonder they didn't catch on. And yeah, it can work on my computer. I just, don't want to turn it on right now. Yeah, and so yeah, that's what a laser disc is. Like, you see there's side 1, side 2. So this is a CED, and yeah, it has a disc inside of this thing. Like, it's locked into this case right here. And this is the player right here, and oh boy, get yourself ready for this one. Sorry. But look, the case is empty. So it took the disc out of the case. But yeah, that's seriously how this thing works. I found all of these CEDs at like a Goodwill somewhere, and I was literally the only person in the area who had a machine to play them, so I just purchased them all. Now, not all of these tapes right here are VHS, or audio cassettes, or VHS-C. They're the audio cassettes right there and in the bin. And I even have an aux cord just in case I need that. But some of these tapes right here are actually Betamax. Look, you can see the little beta right there. So let me pull a few of those out. So yeah, this is what a Betamax tape looks like. Yeah, as you can see, it's actually a lot smaller than a VHS tape. And yeah, you can only see the take-up reel. It's actually really weird to hold because, it's so light and a VHS is usually so much heavier. Now, this is a VHS tape and a Betamax tape compared alongside each other, and yeah, you can see the size difference here. Like, one's clearly smaller, but VHS was just a lot cheaper to produce, and it also had a lot of third-party support. So that's why Beta just didn't catch on. And, okay, let me see if I can try putting this in the player. So this is the player right here, which is a top loader. And, yeah, see, because all this stuff is on top of it, I try to clear it, but let's see if I can clear it, actually. Okay, there we go. And yeah, then you just push down and watch some Psycho 2, I guess. Okay, so that should be it for the video collection portion. And we'll look at the Disney VHSs. And let's just move over here. That's my calendar. Yeah, I just write them like monthly and yeah, post several events like that right there, huh? But this area honestly needs some cleaning. My Nintendo Switch, my vinyl record player, which I can also restore if I want to. My MLPG5 figures that I've been collecting. Yeah, I love them, but I still am hoping to find a Misty for these. My heart's broken without a Misty, I'm sure you can tell. Oh, and up here is where I keep all my DVDs in case I need to restore them for clients. And this wooden hand right here is just a random prop I use in videos and whatnot. Over here is a VHS camera. Like, it looks like a newscaster camera. But yeah, that's a VHS camera over there. And And I think there's a Betamax camera somewhere in this pile. That bag has all my vinyl records in it. And of course, I wouldn't be an antique collector without collecting retro game systems. Oh yeah, like all of this is just random game systems I found. And if you look closely, I even divided them by like generation. Like, see, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 7 over there. I need to organize this a bit more, but yeah, you see, you got the Atari, the Fairchild Channel F, which was the very first cartridge-based console ever made. The Intellivision, the Magnavox Odyssey 2, ColecoVision, the original Xbox, the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, the Sega Dreamcast, Atari Jaguar, PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn, Nintendo 64, TurboGrafx 16, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Master System, and of course the original Nintendo. And up here, I have even more. That is a Pong console right there, called the Sears Super Pong Telegames. And of course, the wretched portable console itself, Virtual Boy, which came out in '95, because, of course I had to have that one. And in here I have the original Game Boy, and just a bunch of random games I have for the systems. I have a few more of them over here. And yeah, these yearbook cartlets are just random, like, yearly book things I collect. Just why not? I've always been sentimental about those handbooks. And disc, and here's an 8-track player down here, connected to a speaker and a Wii Fit that hasn't been used in years. But yeah, I have it all, and they all work. So that begs the obvious question: how do you hook this many systems into one thing? It's a mess. I have switchers right here, obviously, and a ton of surge protectors down here. And as you can see, for dealing with these giant box plugs, I have this this random string plug I have here. It was a really clever solution, so if you have a lot of these, you should find that. But yeah, I only have one of these things on at a time, and I even created a guide for myself over here. Yeah, because I need to have all these lines in order to play one of these things. And yeah, I love how gaming has evolved over time, and I just had this museum with me right here in my room. Then over here, this is the drawer where I have all the controllers for each system in it. And no, I don't have the original Xbox controller, but yeah, all the controllers for those systems are in here, at least for the ones that aren't connected to the console. The Fairchild Channel F, for instance, has everything attached to it. Now look at that controller right there. But yeah, it has all the controllers attached, the AC adapter, the video connector, which sucks, because I have to worry about those breaking if that ever happens. Whereas a lot of the other ones are detachable and they're not really long. Also, if you can tell with the second generation systems, you can tell that there wasn't really a clear standard for controllers at the time. But it actually started becoming standard when the Nintendo came out. So yeah, aside from that, I think... What the... Okay, who turned my Xbox on? Also, yeah, I pointed out that I have the ColecoVision right here earlier. I point out the ColecoVision specifically because, well, if any of you watched that Angry Video Game Nerd episode on that two-parter with the ColecoVision and the Intellivision, you might be wondering, do I have that big AC adapter? Yes, I do, and oh boy. Video cannot comprehend how big this thing is. Like, I don't even plug it into the surge protectors. I'm that nervous about it. Because I'm always afraid this thing is going to blow up. For some kind of scaling context, there. That's the ColecoVision AC adapter next to a regular DVD. So it's, yeah, putting it on top of it, it's about like 2/3 as big as the DVD. Just what a beast. Alright, so that was my office/room tour, and I hope you guys enjoyed that because, well, I love whenever I show people these things because people do come by and they're like, Trent, how'd you get all that? Like, I honestly don't know myself sometimes, but I love collecting. And in all seriousness, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for giving me feedback. Thanks for doing everything. So, thanks a million. Or should I say, thanks all 332 of you, because for as small as a number as that is, that's still quite a few people tuning in to see my content. And spoilers, there's actually going to be some new content on the way soon. Both for the HarmonyCon vlogs, which I'm hoping to take off, as well as a new MLP video. A countdown, actually. So yeah, be prepared for that, and yeah, that's it. So thanks for subscribing, thanks for caring, and I will see you in the next video.